Alright, this is the modified hammock tarp setup. I took the GI poncho and added a side to it just to keep some of the wind out. That's the side my head's going to be, so I want to try to stay dry. Worked out pretty good. Let's take a look inside. And I've got the self-inflating air mat. That should insulate me somewhat, keep a little bit of the cold air off of me. And I've got the 0 degree mummy sleeping bag. So I should be just fine tonight. Okay, let's see if we can get a fire started here. Everything's soaking wet. It's been raining all day. It's stopped now, but I have gathered some small twigs, so hoping I can get these started and then go up to some larger sticks and larger and keep on going until we get a fire going. Got my fire kit here. I'm gonna try something new. Got some cotton balls, and I've got one of these. This is what you use to start a charcoal chimney to get your charcoal started. So this should burn long enough to get a fire going. So let's give it a shot and see how it goes. There it goes. I think the trick is to be patient, because it's going to have to dry these sticks out before they start burning. So we'll let this thing do its job. Slowly add small sticks until I get a nice coal bed. And I got some bigger sticks I can put on there. Yeah, this stuff is just wet. I think that's going to work. It's a pretty neat trick. I just picked these up at the barbecue section at Lowe's. I'll keep these in my fire kit. Yeah, you can just hear it sizzling. This wood is so wet. Main thing when I found these sticks, looked around all over for some dead standing trees with some twigs coming off of them. It's kind of hard to find, but I found a bunch that was kind of close to the ground. But if you break them and they don't snap, they don't make that snap sound, then they're likely green. And these seem to be okay. And I've got some more of them, so it's going to be a constant battle to keep this thing going tonight. I'll check back with you later and get some food cooking. Alright, so the sticks are drying out now. Seems to be doing okay. And I've got more wood around the fire here. I'm going to start drying this out so that way I'll have something to burn, because it is wet. But this trick seems to work. All the wood looks wet on the outside, but the inside's dry, so it'll burn. All right, time to get this steak ready. Just keeping it simple. Crushed black pepper and sea salt. A little Worcestershire. It's a bone in. It's a porterhouse steak. Should be good over the fire. Let that sit for an hour at least. And we'll see you soon. Oh yeah, that sounds good. steak. That's good. A little done for my liking, but steak on a campfire, man, it tastes good. All right, food's ready. I'm about to make myself a pig. Can't beat this. Potatoes with bacon, steak. That's good. Sitting by the campfire. That's what it's all about. Well, I'll be back. I don't want to make myself a pig in front of the camera too much, but this is really good. Well, I had a good meal. Steak, potatoes, and with bacon, and I got my belly full, so I got a good hot meal in me. Should be able to make it through the night just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and try to put some big logs on this fire just to keep it going. Maybe I'll have some coals in the morning to cook some breakfast. Probably gonna get settled in the hammock while I've still got some daylight and get situated. It's gonna be a cold night. I'm expecting snow. Not much, possibly 1 to 3 inches. So kind of let you get everything in order before it gets dark. So that's it for tonight. Unless anything interesting happens, I'll see you in the morning. Well, this is home for the night. I've got a little light up here. If I need some light at night, I can just leave this hanging up here and push the button. So I'll probably just put some more warmer clothes, some underpants, probably put some dry socks on, and put my toboggan on and get up in this mummy sleeping bag and hunker down for the night. We'll be back in the morning. So I just got up. I was feeling water dripping on my legs, and then realized that water was running down my ridge line. So came and put some paracord on that, and it should do the trick. The water should run down that. And it's no good to wake up and feel water dripping on you. The fire's doing nice. It's starting to sleet, snow, rain, everything right now. But it's cozy in the hammock. I'm good to go inside. Other than feeling some water dripping on me, but I got that fixed. Did the same thing to both sides. Now I've got some drip lines. So hopefully I'll sleep good tonight and get up in the morning, get some coffee and breakfast going. It's good to see the sun come up. It was cold last night, but saved some coals in the fire, so we got a fire going again. That's a good thing. Well, I made it through the night. I ain't gonna lie, it was cold. You can see my tarp here is frozen, and we got a little snow last night and sleet. But I got to wake up this morning, see the sunrise over the horizon. That was all worth it. And we got some coals left over from last night, so have a fire. That's good. So I need to warm up, and I'm about to make some coffee. It is cold out here. That's good coffee. Even better when it's freezing cold outside. Hits the spot. It's nice to have a hot breakfast when you've been freezing all night long. Well, I say freezing, it wasn't too bad. I was in the 0-degree sleeping bag, and it kept me toasty, but every once in a while the sleet and stuff would come flying in there, and the snow, and it cooled it off pretty good, but I stayed okay. But as soon as I got out this morning, all that cold air hit me. I knew I had to make breakfast pretty quick and get this fire going. But all in all, I slept very good last night. I was looking forward to getting up and getting a good hot breakfast. Now the hard part's going to be packing this tarp up, because it's basically rock solid. It's frozen solid. So I'll have to figure out something there. But I'm going to sit here and enjoy this breakfast. So I figured out the best way to get the tarp thawed out and dried off was to just flip it to the side facing the sun. And that's working good. It's getting all the ice thawed off of it. I'd like to get it kind of dry before I packed it back up in my bag. So that works fine. Alright, hard part's done. The camp is down now. It's all packed up. I just gotta put this fire out. And this is all that remains. About to strap this thing on my back and hike my way out of here. We'll see you soon. I'm about to make my way down the mountain now. Just got to watch my step because it's pretty slick. We had all this sleet and snow and it's still a little frozen, so just got to take it easy. But the view is awesome from up here. Definitely be coming back here again. I am glad of one thing though. When I came up here, I was looking for a campsite, and when I got up to the top, the wind was blowing and it was coming out of the north and it was cold. So I walked on around over the top, and the wind was really good there. I mean, it was barely blowing at all, so I'm glad I did that. It's much colder on this side, so it's worth taking a little time to find a better spot, that's for sure. I'll make my way back down here. I've got about, I think it's close to 1.5 miles according to my GPS on the way up. One thing I will note, if any of you guys ever come here, the trail is beaten down well. You can see the trail and it's blazed with white paint. The only bad part about that is if you happen to come up here and it was snowing, for one thing you couldn't see the trail, and secondly those white paint marks would probably get covered up. So you want to make sure you know where you're going. Yeah, the trail's turned to mush here. I'm gonna find a way around. That's much better. I think I'm about halfway there. And another obstacle. Kind of need a bridge here. It's slick there. I'm gonna take the rocky path here. I don't need to fall with this backpack on. Should have brought my gold pan. A lot of quartz in here in this little stream. It'd be a good place to pan for gold. Alright, made it back to my truck. Great. good to have that thing off. Yeah, it's kind of a weird feeling when you take your pack off. It feels like you're falling forward. But the good news is I made it back. I didn't freeze to death last night or get eaten by predators. So kind of recap on what we done. Yesterday I hiked up to the top of Buck Mountain and set up a hammock with a rainfly shelter, and it worked perfect. It kept me dry overnight. I stayed nice and warm with my mummy sleeping bag. It's good down to 0 degrees, so I wasn't cold at all. It kept the sleet and snow off of me, which it did sleet and snow almost all night. We didn't bring MREs or any easy ready to eat meals. We ate good. I was able to get a fire going so I could cook steak and potatoes with bacon. It was really good. I got up this morning, just done it pretty easy with grits and bacon, and all in all it was a good trip. I look forward to coming back and doing it again. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. If you have any comments, any suggestions, please let me know. Until next time, look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.